What's up, YouTube? My name is Vic, and I am the Brooklyn Watch Guy. And if this is your first time on the channel, this channel is all about watch buying, collecting, unboxings, and reviews in the affordable range, which I define as $1,000 or less. If you're into that, I invite you to stick around, watch the video. If you make it to the end, hit that like button, subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so you know every time I put a new video up. Folks, today we're going to take a look at this guy right here, this fucking waste of money. This is the Timex Expedition Gallatin. A watch that has so much potential but falls short in so many areas, and I'm going to explain to you why you should just skip this watch altogether and look somewhere else. So without further delay, let's get into this review. All right, so the Timex Expedition Gallatin, a watch that is such a disappointment. I had high hopes for this guy. You know, when I buy watches, especially watches that I want to review, I don't really go too deep into them. I buy the watch because I want to be surprised by it. I want to see where it falls short and what makes it great. I don't want to go into it knowing. I know that sounds crazy, right? Because you should research what you buy. But this wasn't a watch I was sure I was going to keep or not. So this is why I went blind into it. And let me tell you, I'm glad I did that, because had I known everything about this watch before I bought it, I would not have bought it. But I want to save you guys from wasting your money on this thing and looking somewhere else. So we're going to get into the specs here. You get a 45 millimeter case diameter. It's 47 with the crown, 22 millimeters lug to lug, that's 22 millimeters lug width, 51 millimeters lug to lug. Now here's where everything goes downhill. It's a resin case. This is a plastic watch. Plastic watch, plastic bezel that is fixed. This bezel doesn't even move. Why? Why would you put these countdown markers on a bezel that you can't do anything with? So that's, that's strike one. Acrylic crystal, that's strike two. You can't use this as a beater watch because you're going to destroy that crystal, and it's going to get to a point where it's not legible, especially if you're working in a rough place like such where I work. A couple good bashes, poly watch can only do so much. Now, the one saving grace, it is a solar movement. So that's cool. I do appreciate that it's a solar movement because you never have to worry about your battery dying. But this solar movement only has a 2-month power reserve. When you got watches from Citizen out there with 6-month power reserves, and here's the part that really kills me. You go on Timex.com, they want $103 for this damn thing. It is ridiculous. This is not a $100 watch. This is not even a $30 watch, if you ask me. You look other places, you'll find this for between $80 to $45. Man, look, you can do better with your money. The lume. Now, if you look at the dial, right, you see the way the markers and the indices look. Now, you would think, okay, so at least I got some lume. You don't. The only thing loomed on this watch, the hands. You don't even get Indiglo with this fucking thing. I've had cheaper watches from Timex that at least had Indiglo. Like, I don't know who they made this for. This watch makes me scratch my head so much, because it is attractive, right? You look at it, you see this in the store, you're like, oh shit, that looks cool, that's attractive. I like blackout watches, but this is just such a bad execution. Who made these decisions on this watch? It's just bad. Yeah. So look, it is light because it's resin, but it's also like, where are you going to wear this? Because, like I said, if you're using this as a beater, this isn't going to last very long. But let me weigh this, so just show you guys how much it is, or how light it is, because it is pretty light. All right, so I got the scale out. Throw this on the scale. You see, about 39 grams. Like I said, it wears light. It's not a heavy watch at all. It's not a great watch. It's not even a good watch. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put this guy on and give you guys some on-wrist look, and I'll give you my final thoughts. All right, y'all. So this is what it looks like on my wrist. You see, it does have a big presence on it. Where it's comfortable, like I said, it's light. They actually did put a decent NATO on it. At least they gave you that much. But yeah, you could do so much better with your money. So final thoughts on this guy. Don't buy this fucking watch. This watch sucks. They just cheaped out on it in so many areas. Like, why? Why give me a bezel that I can't rotate? Why put markers on there if they're completely useless? This is what I complained about in my Militato video, the field watch video. And I even mentioned this watch. I said, if you wanted the solar, maybe check this guy out. And I did that. I bought this because of that. I wanted to check this guy out. I felt like it has that field watch aesthetic, but then I got it and I was just so let down in so many areas. Let me know in the comments, am I being too harsh on Timex? I know I've made videos about Timex before, bashing them in the past, about some of the cash grabs that they do. And the Timex fanboys really come after me when I talk bad about this watch. I've even been kicked out of a couple Timex groups for that reason. But yeah, I mean, just so many areas where they jip you on this, and then they want a ridiculous amount of money for this watch brand new. You can do so much better with your money. I mean, seriously. I would go with AliExpress brand over this guy any day, even if those aren't solar. And I believe now Millifortic is offering solar watches. So, they're catching up. These Chinese AliExpress brands are catching up, especially when they're putting out garbage like this. So, folks, that's going to conclude this one. By the time this video comes out, this watch will be sent back to Amazon. I bought this pre-owned on Amazon, so I didn't pay, $100. I got it for about $40. And this is going right back to Amazon. Don't buy this watch. I mean, I wouldn't even give it to a kid. Kids are really harsh on this stuff. They'll destroy this. This will be dead in no time. So, yeah, with that said, I'll see you in my next video, folks. Until then, peace. Hey, YouTube, it's Vic, the Brooklyn Watch Guy. Got any questions or suggestions for content? Well, scan this QR code, send me an email. Maybe you see your idea come up, or I'll answer your question on a video. Thank you for watching.